All right,
here we go.
waiver wire quarterbacks. The
Oh, yeah.
quarterbacks on a bye. Daniel Jones and Tyler Shuck coming off a very, very strong week. Yes, the numbers per game are low because of, not last week, everything before that and appearances, filling in for Spencer Rattler. But go ahead, Matthew.
But I was just going to say, but we know Jaden Daniels isn't back. There's a chance we won't have Jackson Dart this week. There's a chance we won't have C.J. Stroud again this week. I don't think he's in danger of missing, but Justin Herbert got pretty banged up on that Sunday night game, and that's one of the things you can see him being a little limited as well. And so, anyway, there's a chance you might need more quarterback help than initially when you think, it's only 2 guys on a bye.
Yeah, I think that, it's safe to say Jackson Dart might miss a week here.
Yeah.
Things look pretty rough there. So we start with Jacoby Brissett, where you look at Jacoby Brissett over his last 4 games. He's been not only viable, but we got some.
You got sound.
A lot of plays on our terms, I would say. I think really it was third down, and then you play against a team like that, you get behind the sticks and you kind of got to play a game early that you don't really come into the game planning on playing. I think that's where it really started. It was on third down. I think you got to, find ways and to, stay on the field. I think the last 3 weeks we've been tops in the league on third downs, and today that was the difference, third down and turnovers.
Jacoby Brissett, Matthew, has brought at least some rhythm to this offense. I know a lot of it was garbage time last week, but before that, efficient, getting the ball to Marvin Harrison and Trey McBride, and doing more than enough in fantasy.
Understands the assignment.
Right.
Jacoby Brissett understands the assignment. Again, I've always said this.
Josie again?
Josie. That's right. It's the Josie theory.
Yep.
Get the ball to your best players. It's not hard.
No.
It's not that I'm a coaching genius, but that's what you do. That's what you do. The regulars know what I'm talking about. Like I coach girls basketball. I had one girl that was a foot taller than everyone else. I'm like, girls, we're getting the ball to Josie. We went undefeated. We won the title.
Right.
That's right. Because you know what I did? I followed the coaching axiom of get the ball in your best player's hands. Jacoby Brissett understands the assignment. He gets it to MHJ. He gets it to Trey McBride. And as you mentioned, he's been a top 12 quarterback in all 4 of his games that he started. He's had at least 250 passing yards and multiple touchdown passes in all 4. Doesn't give you a lot with his legs. But, Jay, I like this matchup against San Francisco, a defense that's just been decimated.
Yeah, they've just got no players left. No Nick Bosa, no Fred Warner, Michael Williams, who've been giving them something on the D-line. He goes down as well. They just don't have the personnel. This is going to potentially be a shootout. The funny thing is with Jacoby, just watching these games, it's like the Cardinals have been de-angstified. There's no angst. Like every Kyler Murray start feels like an existential crisis.
It's true.
No, you're right.
Is he the future? Is he not the future? Oh, he spent the #1 pick on him. Oh, he's not that good.
Is it Marv's fault?
Yeah.
Why isn't McBride catching touchdowns?
Yeah.
Just bizarre storylines.
Why isn't Marvin Harrison fast? Now it's just like a normal offense. It's like Jacoby Brissett's running it and throwing it to Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison, and it's just normal again, and it's effective.
So Mike Florio, over a week ago on Football Night in America, not this past Sunday, but a week prior, said that don't be surprised. This is before Murray was on IR. Said, my sources are telling me Kyler Murray might be on the move over the weekend. Week later, suddenly everyone else has this news. So shout out to Florio. I want to give credit to Florio because no one gave credit to Mike on sort of breaking that news. But then he gets put on IR, and then you're hearing all this chatter around this. And
Looks like he'll be a Raider.
Are you kidding me? Oh, no. He's got New York Jet written all over him. Connor Rogers, go ahead and say, another tough game for Kyler. Go ahead. Practice that. That's the kind of phrase you'll say on SNY next year.
The Jets are going to get like Ty Simpson.
Right.
No.
Actually draft a quarterback.
No, they will F it up.
More
Kyler Murray's coming.
Jets have 1 million picks now. They're not going the Kyler Murray thing.
Yeah.
Kyler
Murray is like a desperation button of we don't have the draft pick high enough and we have no other answer.
The Raiders might.
I think I'd rather just go into the year with Geno again.
That is a great. No, they'll do something. Kyler will have a starting job next year. Do we agree with that?
I think he'll have to compete for one.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
The problem is, unless it's just Arizona again, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be due a certain bonus, so they'll have to make a decision whether to keep him and pay that bonus or move on from him.
I'm trying to think of where the open jobs will be next year.
Right, it's not that wide
there's
open.
a handful. We're derailing it a little bit, but whatever. Screw it. It's a Tuesday. You pick up producer Pete used to do Tuesdays, so it's kind of in the theme.
But we moved him to Wednesday because there was too much to do on Tuesday.
Panthers.
Panthers potentially. Yeah. Miami.
Yep.
You mentioned the Raiders. The Jets are going to need a quarterback, obviously. Let's see.
Saints
potentially. Rams potential. I bet Stafford hangs it up this year.
Wow, you're forcing another great into retirement.
He's
you called Stafford's retirement like 3 years ago. You can't keep going back to the 12.
He won the MVP in the Super Bowl.
37. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the favorite to win the NFC and the favorite to win the Super Bowl.
Steelers.
Yeah,
Steelers.
He would not be. It doesn't feel like he'd be a great fit with Tom.
No.
Oh my God. Kyler would be great. Arthur Smith, like I never have to pass with Kyler.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I can run my running backs. I can run Kyler. He's perfect for Arthur Smith.
It's not going to be Aaron Rodgers next year in Pittsburgh.
No, that's true. And I think the jury is still out on if Atlanta needs a quarterback next year.
You could say that, though, about a lot. You could say that about Minnesota. Yeah. You could say that about a million different teams.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. As somebody who has Kyler in Dynasty, unfortunately, I wouldn't mind Kyler in Minnesota with KOC.
He's the 1 seed right now, but Bo Nix is like a bad 3-week stretch from also being in that discussion.
Right. Yeah.
Anyways, steer this thing back. Jacoby Brissett is 80% available. And if you need a quarterback, he's been effective now for 4 straight weeks. He's got the Niners, Jacksonville, the Bucks, and then the Rams. Also available, your Marcus Mariota at 86% available.
So many people mocked my Marcus Mariota take. He's fantasy-wise, he's good. He's, again, they've got a terrible defense. He's gonna have to throw a bunch. It's kind of like the Joe Flacco theory here. He does run a little bit more than you think. He's had at least 16 fantasy points in 3 of the 4 starts so far this season. 2 top 12 finishes. Gets a few points with his legs. I don't mind the matchup against the Dolphins, who will have the 6th most yards per pass attempt so far this season. They've also given up 4 rushing touchdowns to opposing quarterbacks. That's tied for the 2nd most in the NFL. This game is in Spain, I believe.
Yes,
right? It's
Madrid.
the Madrid game. Yes, I am. I'll do happy hour. I'll do pregame from Madrid.
Okay. Yeah.
Olé!
I don't think anybody would blame you if you
We
did.
can stop Madrid on the way to Philadelphia.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll do that. I could see George doing that. Boondoggle George, which is his
I don't think
nickname,
George is allowed in Spain either. Not allowed in Pennsylvania or España.
What has he done?
George has it's a checkered past.
I
That's all
didn't
I
know
want to say.
this.
All I'm going to say
he's
is
a very
that
nice guy.
we're going to do 2 shows in the space of a month in the state of Pennsylvania, and George Savarikas won't be on either of them.
Yeah,
That's questionable.
Suspicious.
On the advice of legal counsel, we can't say anything more, but merely we will once again be in Pennsylvania without George Savarikas.
We have something special for you, courtesy of Stupid Dev.
Okay.
By the way, yes, he's cooked up a special gift for you today.
I love Stupid Deb. Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate. That's Wallace Shawn and me. It's unfortunate. And honestly, that's an old pic. The picture he has right there of me.
You look good there, Matthew.
Yeah, that was.
You're in a suit jacket.
Yeah, I did I know exactly what that picture is from, and that's honestly, it's too good a picture. Like, you should take a photo of me right now. Like, because that's probably like 5 or 6 years ago. I did a campaign with David Yurman, the jeweler. And so I'm dead serious. That's what that photo is from.
Okay.
Nice.
No,
what were you
The idea of it was actually a pretty smart idea, and we did well. The idea of it was they wanted to appeal to men because it's a jewelry store, and so the idea was I did a bunch of appearances at various David Yurman stores. Men would come in for like Fantasy Football Chalk Talk, and they're like, oh, here's something to buy your wife, your girlfriend, your daughter, your mom, whatever, that kind of stuff.
It's like a mouse trap.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit of a honey trap.
Nice.
Little
Fantasy Football honey trap. That's right, Aldo. It's very upsetting. Like, if you took a screenshot of me, Stupid Dev, right now, I'll go on camera 1. Here we go, camera 1. Like, look at this.
I hate camera 1.
Yeah, there you go. Camera. Take a look at me now, and then put that next to Wallace Shawn, and you'll see it's incredibly unfortunate. And thank God my wife is constantly drunk and sort of looks at me through, hazy eyes.
Aloha Bricks asked how you aged backwards. So that's a nice compliment from Aloha Bricks, trying to stay very relevant in the regular
Thank you,
Power
Aloha
Rankings.
Bricks. Desperately trying to be number 1 in the regular Power Rankings.
The curious case of Matthew Button. Dev likes Magnolia. He says it's a great film.
Stupid Dev.
I'll be the tiebreak.
Yeah,
Whenever I have 7 hours
Here's
to
what we're
watch
gonna
Magnolia.
do. I have to figure this out. We will have a watch party for Magnolia. I have to figure out when we're going to do this, but we're all going to watch Magnolia together at the same time, and we will figure it out, and we'll be able to talk it through, and everyone will see what I see, which is that being anyone's favorite movie is the most insane take of all time.
running
It's your worst
commentary.
take. In 3.5 years, it's your worst take on this show.
There's been much worse takes.
No.
Giants to win the division last
No,
year.
Najee Harris, Michael Thomas. Yeah.
Michael Thomas.
Worked out
Forgot about
okay.
that.
Remember the Michael Thomas?
That was a good era. That was a really good era.
couple
Where people were
weeks to
tweeting
start.
at you every week about it.
Yeah.
That's kind of how you got off to a big start with the show.
Dad at my daughter's preschool come up to me and put his hand up. Michael Thomas. I don't know who you are.
That's right.
And I don't want to.
That's how America got to know you. That's how they first fell in love with you, Jay.
Unbelievable.
Anyways, Marcus Mariota, viable. That's all
They're
I
at
got to say.
Miami, then a bye, home to Denver, at Minnesota. But again, I think just game script. Dan Quinn taking over as defense coordinator of the Commanders. It's like it is literally rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. There's nothing to be done. We didn't have good talent to start the year, and what talent we did have has all been beat up. Like it's just too tough here. You see some other names on the list there. Tua actually, again, speaking of the Commanders' bad defense, Tua Tagovailoa gets them this week. Only one team is worse in the NFL in pass defense. Aaron Rodgers, speaking of the team that is worse, it's Cincinnati, right? First matchup against the Bengals, Aaron threw for 249 and 4 touchdowns. Geno gets Dallas. 7 of the 9 quarterbacks to face the Cowboys this year have scored at least 23 fantasy points. And again, we'll wait to see on C.J. Stroud with Davis Mills. He's at Tennessee. We'll see about Brock Purdy. But if those guys are out, Mac Jones also has a decent matchup here as well. So Mac Jones and Davis Mills. Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com. And I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched. Or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest RotoWorld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.